What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Boy John 25. Tonight I'm gonna do my WWE Raw review and highlights. You guys can hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. The first hour of Raw was just a boring show. It was just a dumpster fire. It was just boring. Alright, the entire Raw roster is on the stage for the 10-bell salute for the recently departed Pat Patterson. So we get in-ring segment. So Orton says he is going to knock on the Funhouse door and wonder who exactly is going to let him in. The Firefly Funhouse theme plays and Bray Wyatt appears on the screen. Wyatt says since Orton was mean to Alexa Bliss last week, Orton is going to have to settle for just him. Orton says he is the last person Wyatt should try to play games with. The Funhouse turns into a game show where Wyatt asks the Firefly housemate Orton how Orton should be punished. Everyone gets it's wrong. Wyatt gets serious and says, unfortunately for Orton, he always has the answer. Orton says he'll see the Fiend at TLC, which is I'm not excited about that match anyway. But he wants Wyatt in the ring tonight. Wyatt agrees. This is the worst backstage segment of the night. Nia Jax gives Shayna Baszler a pep talk. Jax says Baszler's focus is destroying Asuka, twisting her into a knot. Jax says that fate is too good for Lana. Baszler says Lana's front going to be her back. Jax looks puzzled and says yes, she'll have booze on her back. Baszler power walks to the ring. So we get Asuka versus Shayna Baszler. This match was quick. You know what I'm saying? This match was quick. Asuka goes for an ankle lock. Baszler turns it into a Chili's hole. Asuka and Baszler trade submissions after submissions until Baszler lifts Asuka off the mat and suplexes her. Asuka falls to the outside. Baszler attacks Asuka outside the ring. After the break, Baszler is working on Asuka's injured arm. Asuka managed to hit a German suplex. Asuka fires up and lands a few strikes, followed by a code breaker. Baszler swings at Asuka, but Asuka counters into a flying armbar. Baszler reverses it into the Kafuta clutch. Asuka turns that into the Asuka lock. Jack attacks Lana. Asuka gets distracted. Lana sends Jack into the ring steps. Asuka rolls up Baszler for the win. The winner of the match, Asuka. Alright, let's move on. So we get the Hurt backstage. The Hurt Business harass a stagehand. Backstage, Ricochet and Dana Brooke are talking strategy for their tag match later. Riddle walks in with donuts. Riddle asks if they have seen MVP. Ricochet says no and asks Riddle to leave. Riddle continues his search for MVP. Ricochet and Brooke says they are going to take out Retribution tonight. Slapjack and Reckoning versus Ricochet and Dana Brooke. This match I ain't really care about. Brooke tackles Reckoning as soon as the bell rings. Reckoning boots Brooke in the face. Reckoning tags in Slapjack. Ricochet dumps Slapjack out of the ring. Ricochet lands a dive. Ricochet sends Slapjack back into the ring. Slapjack hits a Falcon Arrow. Brooke tags in and hits her finish on Reckoning for the win. The winner of the match, Ricochet and Dana Brooke. After the match, Ali berates Reckoning for losing again. You should have the group be disbanded, so they can go back to their old self. You know what I'm saying? Go back to being themselves. That's what I would like to see. But anyway, let me continue. Backstage, Keith Lee tells Sheamus that no one is bullying his good guy act. Everyone knows Sheamus is going to turn on Drew. Sheamus is excuse himself so he can go turn on the champion. Alright then. Quick backstage segment. This was, oh my god, this was okay. The Miz TV. I didn't care about the Miz TV. Miz and Morrison guest tonight is AJ Styles. Miz knows that Styles' title match at TLC is going to be a TLC match. Morrison asks how Styles is going to handle that. Styles says this is the first time he's ever had a match against Drew McIntyre. Styles says he is going to destroy McIntyre and win the WWE Championship. Morrison knows that it will be cool if McIntyre makes to TLC as champion. Morrison and Miz both do terrible impressions of Sheamus and McIntyre. Sheamus walks out and says that was great. Sheamus says he is tired of hearing everyone says he is going to turn on his best friend. Miz and Morrison tell Sheamus that he is outnumbered. Sheamus says they aren't exactly right on that. McIntyre joins Sheamus in the ring. McIntyre tells Styles that he doesn't make threats. He makes promises. Doesn't matter how many advantages Styles has. McIntyre will come out on top. McIntyre says Miz has no balls, but use Morrison as a replacement. McIntyre and Sheamus beat up Miz and Morrison, and Styles watches outside the ring next to Almost. McIntyre chucks the Money in the Bank briefcase from the ring to the stage. Alright, let's move on. So we get Kofi Kingston versus Shelton Benjamin. So we already knew that Shelton Benjamin lost this match. So this was, we seen this match last week. But anyway, Benjamin flapjacks Kingston. Benjamin boots Kingston in the face. Kingston lands a surprise double stomp. Benjamin reverses the SOS into a gut-wrench powerbomb. Kingston knocks out, but Benjamin immediately transitions into an ankle lock. Benjamin dumps Kingston over the top rope. Kingston sidesteps a charging Benjamin, who runs right into the barricade. Benjamin is almost counted out. As soon as Benjamin gets in the ring, Kingston hits Trouble in Paradise for the win. It says the winner of the match, Kofi Kingston. So Alexander grabs a mic and says he wants Kingston in the ring right now. Kingston agrees. Cedric Alexander versus Kofi Kingston. We already knew Cedric Alexander was going to win. So anyway, it says this match was quick as well too. Cedric Alexander focused his attack on Kingston previously injured knee. Kingston managed to hit SOS. Cedric Alexander kick out. Alexander drop kicks Kingston in the knee. Spinning brainbuster by Alexander. Kingston kicks out. Alexander goes back to Kingston's knee. Alexander hits the lumbar check for the win. The winner of the match, Cedric Alexander. Alright, let's move on. So we get Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus The Miz, Morrison, and AJ Styles. This was a decent handicap match. This was decent. It says McIntyre decks Morrison. McIntyre launches Morrison onto the corner. McIntyre wants Styles. Styles refuses. Sheamus tags in and takes Sheamus over with a side headlock. Morrison and Sheamus trade strikes. Sheamus runs over Morrison. Sheamus knocks Styles off the apron. Morrison dumps Sheamus over the top rope. Sheamus hits McIntyre in the chest after Miz ducks Sheamus attacks. Sheamus tells McIntyre that it was an accident. McIntyre tells Sheamus to get his head in the game. Morrison tries a dive, but McIntyre and Sheamus catch Morrison. McIntyre and Sheamus launch Morrison over the announcer desk. Morrison lands a chair. Morrison looks to be out cold. McIntyre and Sheamus share a laugh at Morrison's expense. After the break, Sheamus is working over Miz. McIntyre and Sheamus double suplex Miz. Miz drives McIntyre into the corner. Miz, Morrison, and Styles take turns beating down McIntyre in the corner. McIntyre managed to tag in Sheamus and 10 beats of the battering. Morrison sneaks attacks Sheamus. Morrison, Miz, and Styles take turns working over Sheamus. Sheamus tags in McIntyre. McIntyre clears the ring. McIntyre suplex Miz and Morrison at the same time. McIntyre back body drops Morrison. McIntyre calls for the Claymore. Miz pulls Morrison out of the way. Sheamus tags himself in and bro kick Morrison. Sheamus tries another, but he accidentally hit McIntyre. Styles drops Sheamus with the phenomenal forearm for the win. The winner of the match, The Miz, Morrison, and AJ Styles. Alright, let's move on. So we get backstage. Lana tells Asuka that she can't face Nia Jax alone. Asuka gives Lana a prep talk. Asuka tells Lana to say she believes in herself and that she can beat Nia Jax. Then they will become women's WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Lana says she can beat Nia Jax over and over again. Lana turns around and Nia Jax is standing there. Jax just shakes her head. Backstage, Charlie finds Sheamus. Sheamus says he knows McIntyre is going to come back here and try to kick his you know what. Charlie asks if what happened was international. McIntyre bursts in, and Sheamus tells McIntyre to his face he wasn't international. McIntyre gets in Sheamus' face, and they said Sheamus knows what happens next. After the break, Sheamus and McIntyre are brawling. That was a lame brawl by McIntyre and Sheamus. Lame brawl. Pat Bucks tries to break it up. Sheamus asks McIntyre if this guy is serious. Sheamus and McIntyre beat the crap out of the Buck. Sheamus and McIntyre put Buck through a table. Sheamus and McIntyre laugh. McIntyre asks Sheamus if he wants to get a pin. Sheamus says sure, but McIntyre is buying because he's a cheap bastard. Wow, that lame itself that brawl itself was just lame. So backstage, Riddle, Babels to Hardy. Riddle pitches to Hardy to team up and become the Hardy Bros. Hardy says he's like it, but he has to go. Riddle is sad because he didn't get a chance to offer Hardy one of his bro nuts. In my opinion, I don't mind Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy teaming up. I don't mind it. That's all I gotta say. Bobby Lashley versus Jeff Hardy. It says the winner of the match, Bobby Lashley. After the match, Lashley refused to release the Hurt Lock. Riddle tries to make the save. MVP holds Riddle's foot, but Riddle kicks him away. Lashley throws Hardy into Riddle and leaves. Alright. Let's move on. So backstage, someone knocks on Orton's locker room. It's Ramblin' Rabbit. Ramblin' tells Orton that Wyatt can't wait to see him in the ring. Alright, so we get Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. This main event was just boring. This match itself was just boring. Orton grabs a side headlock. Wyatt escapes and runs over Orton with a shoulder block. Orton and Wyatt fight to the outside. Orton tries to pick up Wyatt to suplex him on the announcer table. Wyatt puts on the brakes and suplexes Orton on the announcer table. Wyatt chases down Baron Saxton and takes his headset. Wyatt says, "Yowie wowie, we'll be right back." As we cut to the commercial. After the break, Orton is stomping Wyatt in the corner. Wyatt smiles and laughs as Orton steps on his face. Orton continues his assault. Wyatt surprises Orton with a nasty clothesline. Wyatt lands a few right hands followed by an atomic drop. Wyatt crashes Orton on the corner before landing a low crossbody. Wyatt hits a implant DDT for a near fall. Wyatt sets up Sister Abigail. Orton reverses it into a backbreaker for a near fall. Orton knocks Wyatt off the apron. Orton suplexes Wyatt on the announcer desk. Orton counters Sister Abigail with a thumb to the eye. Orton lands a draping DDT. The lights go out as Orton lands the RKO. Orton tries to pin Wyatt. When the lights come back on, Orton is laying on the Fiend. As soon as Orton realizes it, the Fiend puts Orton in the mandible claw. Orton passed out as the Fiend grunts and screams into the camera. And the show went off the air. Other than that, this show, WWE Raw, was just a boring show. NXT TakeOver War Games last night was way better than Monday Night Raw. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE Raw review and highlights, drop a like on this video, share the video, subscribe to my channel, leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. And I'll see you guys this Wednesday on my WWE NXT review and highlights. Talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.